Well, today's the day. We are taking on spring by full force, and I'm gonna be breaking a sweat. So if there's anything we're gonna need today, it's some good hydration. If there's anything that I am especially loving right now, it is pink lemonade. Look at that color. So refreshing. But hey babes, what is up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. Man, I am looking rough. Your girl has definitely needed a shower since like yesterday, but knowing just what we have in store for today, I knew that I was gonna break a crazy sweat. For today's video, I'm gonna be taking you guys along for a long anticipated backyard makeover. This has been an area in the house which I have been like embarrassed to truly show you. Here is the current situation of our outdoor patio. You guys may know it as my DIY spot because there is stain all over the floor. That is the table I usually prop up all of my DIYs, but like honestly pretty tragic. And the worst part is this is like one of the centers of our entire home. You can truly see this as soon as you walk through the door. So for today's video, while I'm in my second trimester of pregnancy, we're gonna be tackling this entire backyard, giving it a true makeover, making it a space that is ready for the spring and the summer. But here's something you guys probably didn't know. If you don't remember, we actually used to have a pergola in our entire backyard, which was basically like a roof covered patio space. But the reason we took it down is because, you know me, I'm obsessed with natural light, and I really wanted the natural light to enter this home because this is what it used to look like, and it used to be so dark in here. And here's something you actually may not know. As much as you see this part being our backyard, we kind of do actually have another part of our backyard which is right over here, which in the future we are planning on like moving our fence out and fencing it, which I don't know, maybe at some point will be a place for a pool. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Today we're going to be tackling the front area of our backyard, basically the sitting area. This is where we want to host barbecues and friends, have a little like play area for the girls, have opportunities to like lounge around. But of course, like in true Haley fashion, I want to do it all on a budget. That's why I'm so excited that today's video is actually in partnership with Lowe's. I mean, for a home DIY girly like me, this is a dream collaboration, and honestly super fitting too, because I had absolutely no gardening supplies, nothing I can use to restore this backyard. I'm starting from zero. So just a couple of days ago, Erin and I went ahead and sat down. I added a bunch of stuff to cart from Lowe's. That within a day, literally a day, right now it is all sitting in my front door, ready for us to get started with this entire makeover. So whether you have yourself a little deck, a really big patio space, or just like a really ugly garden, hopefully you guys can take some inspiration on some of the changes I'm going to be making. And on a budget with a little bit of hard work, I want to take these inspiration pictures and make it a reality. With all that being said, baby is currently asking to have a nice big breakfast so that we're nourished and ready to go. So let me whip out something quickly so we have energy to tackle on our day. Avocado toast with feta. I have to like add in every little feta crumb that falls because truly, you guys already know, feta makes everything better. I'm always one to have a savory breakfast over a sweet one, but for the sake of baby, I'm really trying my best to get a little bit more fruit in. All right, good. But I'm gonna finish up this breakfast and we can officially get started with our backyard makeover. Look at this cute little gardening outfit. Had to put on my rain boots because there's definitely gonna be some water we're dealing with today. Guys, you can already see all of my Lowe's products and tools. Everything I'm gonna need for the makeover is literally right over there. Before we go ahead and open it up, let me take you through a walkthrough in the backyard and show you basically what I had in mind. All right, the sun is intense, but let me give you a nice little 180 of what I'm seeing here. We've got some furniture that honestly, like I'm probably gonna get rid of because it's already creaky, it doesn't work well. So many leaves that I've got to take care of. So I have a leaf blower that I'm going to use to get rid of all of that. You guys can see we actually are backed out to a lot of trees, which I love so much. But this fence over here, this is like a city fence. We cannot change it or move it. So I had an idea for how we can like possibly cover it to make it look a little bit more aesthetic. This is something Eran is not excited about. I'm going to have him help me move all of these rocks, or as much as we can, whatever we could possibly lift, because I just don't understand why there's a bunch of rocks over here when truly I want this to be like a nice flat area. I may leave a couple couple of plants, may get rid of some also, like especially this. You can see this is literally a pot in the ground. It's not even properly planted. We've got our shed over here that we just have for storage. But the main thing, of course, guys, is the patio floor. You could see we've got so much like stains from past projects. I mean, listen, I knew that we were gonna end up repainting this at some point, so I was never careful when I was doing my DIY projects. I was like, oh, whatever, if I'll stain it, it's fine because I'll paint it in the future. But now I can't put it off anymore. It is time to get painting. But before we do so, I want to get this area as clean as possible because even when we do go ahead and paint, we can't have any leaves or any debris sticking to it. So step one is clean up this entire space, blow out some leaves, dig out some dirt, and of course, I'm gonna need the tools to do so. So let's unbox them. Okay, so I don't even like fully remember all the things that I got, but I know I got a couple of like essential tools, shovels, rakes, all that kind of stuff to help me clean up the space. I just did everything through the app, and Lowe's is honestly amazing. They have a free store pickup. If there's something you want to pick up the same day, you can literally put in your order and go get it that day in the store. If your order is over $45, they'll actually have free shipping to your house, which is exactly what I did because schlepping all of this from the store into the car and then bringing it home was not something I wanted to do. I mentioned to you guys how I wanted it to cover up the fence, and I thought that a really fun way to do it would be to add some trellis to it. Here's a couple of like inspo ideas. Because we have such a beautiful backdrop of so many trees in the backyard, having the fence lined with like all of these artificial leaves I think will look really pretty. They are 96 inches long, and for pieces this long, these were under $50 each. So if you're also someone who needs a way to like help conceal or cover up, add some more privacy into your backyard, this is a really affordable option instead of putting up an actual fence. We've got our shovel too. This one had really good reviews on the app. Oh, this is hardcore. Oh, I remember what this is. Something I've like always dreamed of as a kid. Maybe it's the fact that I used to watch too many movies, but a backyard that has a swing attached to a tree, I just think is so cute and so charming. For like $25, I was able to find this little wooden swing on Lowe's that comes with the hardware you need to attach it to a tree. I can even stain the wood a different color if I want. I think one of them has a branch long enough to peer onto our backyard. So to be able to install a little swing for the girls, that would be so fun. And then something I have to mention because I honestly just got a ton of them. It is planters. Lowe's has some of the most beautiful, most affordable planters that are such great sizes. They have the drainage hole, such pretty texture on these too. This is one of the smallest ones that I got. A lot of these are much bigger. I want to get a couple trees, a couple flowers, a couple plants, just some nice greenery to help fill up these pots with. You see this huge planter? I had the most genius idea to turn this into an herb garden. Okay, hear me out. We love herbs in this family. Mint, basil, parsley, cilantro. Instead of just buying it fresh, I've always dreamed of having like a little herb garden in my backyard. So this huge planter would be perfect to hold a bunch of little different herbs, but that's gonna be such a nice addition to the garden that will look pretty, but also be nice and practical. I told you, I had like a zero of the gardening tools, so I was able to get this set of 4, which is all the basics you need for just $12. By the way, you guys, I'm gonna make sure to link all of this down below for you to shop it for yourself. If you're looking to just dabble, start a little patio backyard makeover, they have all the essentials you're gonna need at truly the most affordable prices. Whether it's your everyday tools or even like some of these bigger items, I mean, come on, just take a look at this planter. This one is huge. Planters like these are usually so freaking expensive, and they're just gonna make the backyard look so luxurious. All right, those are just a couple of the essentials. I have a few more items that we will get to opening once we get to that point, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's clean up this backyard first and then start giving it a nice little makeover. Guys, I can actually hear our community maintenance currently cleaning out our area, and I'm so tempted to just like ask them to come and do this for me. But we're DIY girlies. We're gonna do this on our own. I'm gonna start with blowing out all of the leaves, clearing up the space, and then we'll see what we're working with. Guys, you actually just don't understand what just happened. I started like leaf blowing, you know, minding my own business, and then the guy saw me off of the side and he just like took a look at me and he's just like, oh, there's a lot of leaves here, let me help her out. And he came and they literally just blew out the leaves from the entire backyard. Like honestly guys, I feel like God's just like, listen Haley, you're doing a lot, you're pregnant, let me help you out and send you some of these people. I mean, my leaf blower is amazing, it just would have taken me like a lot of time to do it on my own. Here is the situation of the backyard right now. They literally cleared off all of the leaves. You guys remember what it looked like before? I just had to share because honestly, people are so wonderful, and that already made my day, and we're just getting started. But it looks like we'll be able to recruit Eran and move on to the next step, which is the digging and the shoveling, much quicker than I expected to. All right, guys, a little update. So I spent some time pulling out the stones. It was honestly easy because the shovel is so strong. I just put my foot in and tilt. I don't actually lift anything myself, but because we don't really have a place to put the rocks, I asked the maintenance people in our community what to do with them, and they said that they're actually gonna take the rocks themselves. So my mom is not letting me pick up a single stone, and she is definitely right. So they're gonna handle all of this at this point. This is what it's looking like right now. We are getting so much closer to having like a nice flat area. Next up, Erin and I are gonna go ahead and start digging out some of these trees, and I really want to go ahead and level the soil, and maybe at some point we can have an actual vegetable garden planted here. Guys, the shovel is so good. It's like so strong and so sharp that it makes taking out these roots so simple. I'm doing the easy ones. Gonna let hubby take care of the heavy ones. Okay, this is what you gotta do. With the shovel, we're just digging out this big plant right here and then this big plant right here. It's got some thick roots, so.
Hey, where's the gloves?
You don't need gloves, you're using a shovel.
But I need to pull it out, no?
No, so first use the shovel.
I can pull it out.
No, I don't think you can pull it
I can pull it out. You guys wanna bet how much I can do?
No. Really? Babe. Oh, you did it! Oh my God, good job!
See, me, how are you underestimating me? I'm a personal trainer.
Okay, so I gotta give you more jobs then.
No.
Yeah! Woohoo! Guys, can we please have a nice round of applause for my husband? Because usually I'm the one who's like doing all the DIYs, but he's being such a trooper. And his excuse, Haley, it's only because you're pregnant. Don't get used to it.
Done for today.
Oh my God, look at me. I can't breathe.
I gotta have my glasses, holy.
I can't breathe. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, God.
This little pruning tool right here that I got on Lowe's as well is actually amazing. It's so easy to like literally get rid of any kind of like roots or anything that I'm unaware of. I was even able to take out like some big roots with it, and especially with like all of these vines that are growing, I can just cut them up like this, and then pulling them out is so much easier. It's even good at cutting like big roots like this. Look at that. Well, okay guys, I showered, I dried my hair. I didn't even bother putting makeup on again, but we're gonna head on over and do a quick Lowe's trip where we're actually gonna choose the paint for what we're gonna be painting the patio tomorrow. We got so much done. I mean, just look at this progress compared to how it was before. And we definitely need a rake because my current garden area is so unleveled right now, so I need to rake that all out. But that's basically everything on my list today. So, hey Siri, take me to Lowe's Home Improvement.
Getting directions to Lowe's using Google Maps.
Guys, we made it over to the paint section. I am so excited. So I'm taking a look at all of their like shade tones because they do actually sell Sherwin-Williams here at Lowe's, which I love. Accessible beige, this is the one that I actually have on all my doors and my trims right now. But I do have to say, I'm kind of vibing with this color right over here. This is bungalow beige. It's actually slightly darker than the accessible beige, but I like it. It kind of has like a taupey mocha color to it. Okay, turns out the paint for the exterior colors is already set, so I have to choose from here. I think I'm just gonna go with Artist Canvas because that is the most similar to the one that I was looking at already. It's actually between these two, but I think we'll go with the lighter option. Okay, she was so helpful and basically recommended this one, which is weather protective, scuff peel resistant, and I think it should work really well. And truly, that's actually a really good price. For being able to give our patio an entire new look, I think it'll for sure be worth it. Guys, the paint color is so beautiful. We got some rollers, we got our brushes, and then we have our big extension as well. And the tray too, everything we need for painting day tomorrow. It's day 2, y'all. every breakfast consists of like some kind of toast, and this one, if there's any toast you have to put on your list, it's the burrata tomato toast with basil and balsamic glaze. It's honestly the best thing ever. And they're basically like fresh mozzarella balls that are like filled with an amazing cheese inside, toasted sourdough, some tomato slices, put the burrata on that, and then just top it off with some basil flakes and balsamic glaze. I truly tell people that I don't think I'd ever be able to go vegan, not because I can't give up meat, but because I can't give up cheese. I love cheese. I could have this every day and I'd be happy. We got so much done yesterday. Pretty much all the cleanup is finished. And the first thing I think we are going to tackle today is the trellis. So I'm gonna get to finishing this up, and then that's what we're starting on next. Now we're finally gonna move on to the trellis. As you guys can see behind this fence, you could see so many of like the leaves from back there that have fallen down. Luckily, like that's not our responsibility, it's the city's, but I do wanna hide all of that mess. So this is what it is looking like right now. And I'm hoping that I got enough pieces to be able to cover it top to bottom so you won't see the green fence at all. I've got some zip ties to help me secure it, and honestly I'm hoping that it will be a pretty easy project, so let's see. Okay babes, it is later in the day, giving you a much needed update at how the backyard is looking. And guys, just a little reminder of what this looked like before we even got started. And this is what it looks like now. Painting the patio this like creamy color was such a good call, because right now it's later in the day, the sun is actually down, but when the sun was at its peak, guys, it was reflecting so much light off of this floor that was going back into the house, and I absolutely loved it. It was such a good call. Even now you can see some of the light kind of coming through. Another good call was adding the privacy screen of this trellis. I actually do need to add like 1 or 2 more pieces over there, but I just didn't like seeing all the leaves that like fell in the back, and we also didn't want to install a new fence either. So to save us some money, this was such an amazing solution. And I feel like truly once we figure out what to do with the soil area, this would be a really pretty backdrop, especially once we actually have our outdoor rug, our patio furniture. Truly the biggest upgrade you can make is just painting your porch. Like wow, what a difference. But at this point, this is where we're at. What we have left to do now is to do the fun stuff to make it more cozy, more appealing. I already have an outdoor rug that I can place, as well as a few items from Lowe's that I already got to add to this space. The first being a hammock. This has been a bucket list item of mine, and I honestly have been wanting one for so long, but they're usually really expensive. I was able to score this one on Lowe's, which is a stand and a hammock for under $100. I'm gonna go ahead and get to building that just so we can kind of start filling up the patio, and I guess then you guys can tell me what else you feel like is missing that I can use to compile and put this entire space together. The sun is setting right now. This is honestly the perfect time of the day to be outside. And this hammock is just so perfect. It's honestly so comfy. I feel like I'm gonna be spending so much time out here. What's amazing about it is that it has this cover that you can actually remove with the little ties and wash. But if you want, you could even just use it as like a full netted hammock. Like you could totally sit on this just as is. I mean, you guys, this is honestly shaping up to be a backyard that I actually want to spend time in. So comfortable. I mean, even this hammock, this incredible high quality hammock was just $99. That's like including the stand and the rope hammock and the fabric fabric hammock on top. And there's also a pillow inside that I forgot to add, but like an incredible deal. I'm gonna leave a link down below if any of you guys have also dreamed of having a hammock like this in your backyard. Being able to find a really affordable one in an actual aesthetic look is incredible. But I'm really gonna need your help for the next vlog in terms of like how we're gonna finish it up. This is a piece that I knew that I wanted for sure, but obviously this place needs more patio furniture. So yes, we've got the hammock that I am definitely keeping, but you see that we have this entire space in the outdoor rug area that needs some furnishing. This is where your guys' brain is really gonna help me. Like if you had this entire patio space, especially in this rug area, what would you do? I have a couple different options. We can either go with furniture sectional, which is kind of like an outdoor couch that I can leave outside all the time, or we can go with a patio set, which is like a little coffee table, a small couch that are multiple pieces, or we can just go ahead and do kind of like an eating out opportunity. So maybe a dining table with some dining chairs, something that we can keep out all the time if we want to have barbecues. I'm even thinking possibly both. Like maybe we can go ahead and do the dining table over here and then like the couch sitting comfy area over here. What are you guys thinking? If this was your patio space right now, what would you add? I'm even contemplating getting one of those like really famous egg chairs. Do you know what I'm talking about? I mean, they're like all over Pinterest and they look so cute and so comfortable, but genuinely like I don't know how practical they are. And the other thing that I'm mainly gonna need your help with is with the pots and the plants. I know that a lot of you guys have a green thumb and this soil area definitely still needs a lot of work. Should I cover the soil with artificial grass maybe? A lot of people say that's more practical. Should I actually go ahead and plant actual plants? If any of you guys have a garden or have a green thumb in general for this kind of stuff, is it hard to keep plants alive? I'm talking like fruits and vegetables. I would love it if I can grow my own vegetables here. I just don't really know the rules in terms of like how much light it needs, how much space, what kind of soil I have to have. Is that something that is hard to do, or do you really just need like soil, sun, and water? Because I'm still a newbie out here. If you have any ideas for that entire soil area, let me know. And finally, when it comes to the actual outdoor plants, I am so obsessed with all of these planters that I got from Lowe's. They're honestly priced so well. They already have a drainage hole in them too, so they are perfectly ready to be outside, and they just add such a beautiful touch to the decor too. So if you have any ideas on what kind of trees you think would thrive in an outdoor environment, let me know, because I am looking in the next vlog to go ahead and pick up a couple of trees, especially some taller ones for these big planters that we have. Guys, how gorgeous. I'm gonna be sure to link everything, by the way, down below. The rug, the hammock, the planters, every single thing that I used to do this entire makeover, the patio paint, including the color that I chose, and oh, the trellis. Can we admit that this is so much better of a solution than what we had before? That green fence was just ugly. Can you guys believe that we did all of this in 2 days? It's actually crazy what you could do if you put your mind to it with really just a couple little touch-ups. I really want to take advantage of the fact that I live in Florida and spend more time outdoors. Also, I completely forgot to ask you guys, remember how I told you I want to go ahead and plant an entire herb garden? So I want recommendations from you. If you're somebody who cooks a lot, what are some herbs that are like your must-haves to have on hand all the time? I'm thinking like basil, rosemary, mint for sure. If you have any other herbs for me that you think would be good to put into this planter, let me know below, and stay tuned for the next vlog where we're actually going to be starting my little garden. I cannot wait to see what this backyard is going to look like when it is completely finished. Once we have our new patio furniture, we have our garden blooming, and I can finally get the girls in here to enjoy the space with me. If you are watching up to this point, you know that you're the real MVP. I love the ones to stick around all the way till the end. Seriously, if you saw me trek and sweat and dig and work, and you're at this point where we can kind of enjoy our outcome, then you are a real one and you're my favorite kind of people. If you are watching up to this point, then comment down below growing garden, because we are just starting here. We have some artificial greenery, but we got to add some real greenery here too. So stay tuned as I attempt to become Gardener Haley for a day, and we truly just make this backyard a cozy space for us to enjoy the summer. Reminder to give me all your tips and all your advice on what I should add to this space, because truly so many of you guys give me such great ideas that I never thought about. But with all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you forever and always, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.